you've cast Jeff Daniels, who's somebody who we didn't think of as a comedian, and you've cast Matt Damon, you've cast Gwyneth Paltrow in unexpected roles, and then you cast now Viggo Mortensen, and we find so much humor in him as an actor. You know, can you tell us about?
I believe any great actor can do any role. I don't think that this guy's comedy and that guy's drama. I never felt it. I remember when we wanted Jeff Daniels for Dumb and Dumber, the studio said, no, let's get a comedic actor. I was like, what are you talking about? They said, get some comedy guy. I said, but he's just a great actor. He can do anything. And they said, nah, we need a comedic actor. I said, you know he's not writing this, right? You know, it's a script that's already written. He's just doing the role. And, of course, he came in and he did an awesome job. So I always believed that Viggo was concerned about that in this. And I had to kind of twist his arm for a week or two where he was like, I don't know if I could do this. I said, you did Eastern Promises. You could do this. You know, this is a walk in the park compared to Eastern Promises. And finally he talked him into it. But I just believe if you go for the best actor, it doesn't matter what the role is. They can do it. Like De Niro, for years and years, I used to say, I'm telling you the truth, 20 years ago, I was like, what about De Niro? And they're like, no, De Niro, the Raging Bull. And, of course, he went on to do, you know, Meet the Parents and, you know, Analyze This and all that. And I knew any great actor could do these roles. And no one's better than Viggo and Mahershala. Those two guys are just the tops.
Yeah. What was it like for a director to tackle a road movie? The fact, you know, you have this classical, you know, journey, you know, back to Homer. The fact that we're on a journey and we're inside a car, claustrophobically with these two characters. What was it about that attracted you as a director?
Well, I've come to realize that I do a lot of road movies. You know, Dumb and Dumber was a road movie. Kingpin was a road movie. Something About Mary was a road movie. Yeah. They're all road movies. And I don't know why that is. Like, I don't sit down and think, hey, what's my next road movie? But it's been pointed out I do a lot of road movies. And I'm not sure why that is. But except I do like driving cross country. I've done it 22 times, 16 alone. And and I highly recommend anybody, if you're sitting out there wondering what to do next for next year of your life, get in a car, drive cross country, you'll figure it out. I'm telling you the truth. 4 or 5 days in a car alone, in your own head, don't be on the phone the whole time, don't constantly be listening to music, just thinking. You get into some weird state of what would be, I guess, transcendental meditation where everything is clear. Everything is clear. I'm telling you the truth. Everything is clear. You can see the next couple years of your life. And I do it all the time, and I'm never happier than when I'm on the road. And I feel like that Kerouac, like, life is great feeling. It opens me up. So I do like that. I guess that has something to do with it. But this one, of course, came to me as a road movie, and so it wasn't my intention to do it. But it was a little trickier because these guys aren't friendly in the car, for the most part. They don't like each other, particularly the guy in the back seat, Mahershala. He's not a fan of Tony. Tony doesn't care. But Dr. Shirley, as you notice in the very first scene, he's sitting there and he slides over right behind him because he wants to do everything to keep from having a conversation. If you're sitting over there, I could keep looking back at you, but if you're right behind me, it's hard. I'd be like, you know, it's harder to do it, and that's what he did. And so that came down to having like an unbelievable DP, you know, the director of photography, a guy named Sean Porter, who's a young guy, he's in his early 30s. And I'd seen a movie of his that I didn't like, but it was beautiful. And he had shot the thing, and I said, who's this guy? And I pulled him in, and he somehow made that car stuff work because there's only so many angles. You know, they've got a couple angles you could do unless you want to turn into Orson Welles, and I don't. You know, I don't want to suddenly be up from the floor looking up at the chin or, you know, looking down from the ceiling. And I don't like that. I don't like drawing attention to the camera and making you think, oh, that's right, this is a movie. I want you to forget the movie. And this guy is a little genius who somehow mapped it out in a way where you don't get bored at of the camera angle. So I got to give that guy, Sean Porter, a lot of credit for that.